Hey YouTube, my name is Nick, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing this Crystal Xbox that I ordered from the United Kingdom on eBay, and it was listed as 4 parts. And I'm going to try to fix it up because it currently has an error code 16, because I asked the seller what the issue was, because in their description they stated that when turned on, the lights flash green and red and a message to contact customer support appears on the screen. And so that's why I asked the seller for more information. I asked about if I could see what that looked like, and they showed me that it was an error code 16, which I looked up. And so basically I'm going to try to restore this Xbox into a working state, and without further ado, I'm going to get into the unboxing portion. But for YouTube's sake, for the viewers, I'm just going to skip this. So surprisingly, there was actually a box inside the box. I wasn't expecting that, so I guess I'm going to have to open that one up too. And so, there it is. So here's the console. I'm going to take it out of the box. Just got to remove all this paper first, so you can get a grip on it. Okay, good. They had some foam on the underside of it. Nice. Yeah, no, this thing is in overall very, very nice shape. The seller said that there were some scratches on it, but like, you can't even see them. This thing is basically in mint condition. Yeah, this looks so good. And this is going to be a problem, so we're going to take care of that, but I have that planned. So, no, I'm not going to plug this in and fire it up right away, and the reason for that is because you cannot just simply plug in a PAL Region console in North America into the wall outlet, because the power supply that's in here is incompatible with the, I guess you can say, power lines here. So basically what I have to do is I have to take this apart right now, and I have to figure out what revision Xbox this is to begin with before I can move forward. Another solution would also be if I had a step-down converter, I could just plug this into there and I wouldn't have to take anything apart, but I think it'd be easier for me to just have a look inside, because the seller also mentioned that they were unsure if it was modded or not, and it may or may not be. So without further ado, I'm also gonna take this apart. And so to take apart any original Xbox, you flip it onto the bottom, and there will be 6 screws. There's 4 that are hidden under these rubber feet, and you can see here one that's already been poked through, and the other one is here. So there's 6 on the bottom, and then there's another, I think, 3 on the inside that you have to take out, unless if they were lost. So one thing that I really love about the original Xbox is that it's only like 9 screws and you're inside the console. So now I just need to find the screwdriver I usually use to take these out. So after a few minutes of taking out all of these 6 screws using this handy dandy tool, I should now be able to lift this up and take it apart. So I'm going to need 2 hands for this one again. But there's the top of it. Doesn't look too bad. Oh yeah, this has been modded before. There's a 120 gigabyte hard drive in here, and what looks to be, okay, it's a Samsung disk drive. Okay, not too terrible. There's a little bit of yellowing on the IDE cable, but that's just cosmetic. And let's see if they put all the screws back. Yep, that screw is there. That screw is there. And, yep, that screw is there too. So like I said, 9 screws and you're into the device. So all I have to do to continue with taking this apart. I wonder if this is maybe not locked or something, because this is a different disk drive. Surely it has to be though. Anyway, to continue with taking this apart, you can start by pulling on this IDE cable gently. You rock it left and right. It's kind of hard to hold it and do it at the same time. You kind of need 2 hands, 1 hand to hold the Xbox steady. But you just move it left and right. You rock it back and forth like this, left and right, and then eventually it'll come out. So you can move that out of the way. And now, to get this Molex cable out, I like to use a certain, I guess you could say, tool that I have. it's for stripping wires, but this is how I tend to take it out. I just latch both sides onto here because I don't really have fingernails, or not long enough fingernails, and then that comes right out. That was actually pretty easy, but there's no doubt when I saw this hard drive, this has definitely been taken apart before. Although it looks like it might have been a while because it's quite dusty inside this console. It may have just been soft modded, but at the moment I am not too sure of that. So if I lift, I have to take out this screw before I continue. So switching down to a smaller size, like a T10, I should be able to take this out. Now, this comes up. You just kind of pull on the edges. This here. I need 2 hands to do this. This thing is pretty dusty on the inside. Yeah. I need to unhook these wires from here. Get it out of hard drive. This little section here. I'm gonna put that one down for a second. Okay. Oh yeah, this thing is pretty dang dusty. This has not been touched in a while. But that's the power supply. So now we're just gonna remove the disk drive. Start by pulling this out. Okay, and same as the IDE drive, you kind of wiggle this left and right, and it'll come out. Okay, so that's good. This should lift up. Oh, wait, nope, I almost forgot. 2 more screws. I have to remove those ones to get the disk drive out. Okay, so that's both screws. And then I just like to get a magnetic screwdriver to pick up the screws. I'm just going to start here with the HDD, the screws. Okay, so this will come out. And boom, that's the disk drive. So this is the motherboard, and from the looks of it, okay, this is a 1.6 probably, judging by that capacitor right there, and by looking at this video encoder chip here, with this, oh my thumb was blocking, with this Xbox logo on it, that's a this I'm pretty sure is a 1.6. So, I have a 1.6, and I can pretty easily swap this power supply out by unplugging it from here. And so with that out of the way, I should be able to just drop it in, and then I can fire it up, and I can show you the error code 16. So I'm going to just go grab my 1.6, swap the power supply by unplugging this one and taking the one from that one, putting it in here, and it should work just fine. So since this was the first time I swapped out the power supply, this is the North American power supply now inside the Crystal one. And this is the PAL region power supply. But since this is my first time doing it, I didn't realize that you also have to remove 2 screws. So there's one there, and there's one right there. And once you take them both out, you kind of just, you pull the power supply forward a little bit. You can hang on by the wires because you don't want to touch any of the capacitors in case of taking an electric shock, because they can store power for quite a while. But you just pull it forward, and it'll come right out. And when you're putting it back, you don't just want to slap it down into place. It's kind of hard to show in the Crystal one, but here's the 1.6 that I took the North American power supply from. but there's like these little like rails that you basically have to line up the power supply under, and it will just slide in, and you'll know you did it right when the little dual prong power cable that you usually plug into sticks out the back, like so on this unit that I have just done. And yeah, you can't really tell that I even changed it. So that information, 220 volts, 240, is now technically incorrect. But anyway, all I have to do now is put it all back together, at least till I can get it to boot, and we will see that lovely AeroCode 16, which I think I have a fix for. So all that's left to do is to just put back the disk drive here, put this soft mounted hard drive here, and then we can go from there.